guys, I've had some requests for a tutorial on how I make my homemade glimmer mist. I learned how to do this by watching some videos on YouTube as well, and I can't remember who mine is actually from, but I did learn from someone on YouTube. It's not something that I made up on my own. Okay, so how to make glimmer mist. You know, if you buy glimmer mist in the store, it's like what, $5, $6 a bottle. You can make this stuff at home for very, very cheap. I use mine two ways, okay? I use mine from a jar, okay? This is an old jalapeno jar, I think. Okay, and this is my clear glimmer mist. As you can see, it looks kind of creamy, and you can see kind of all that iridescent stuff in the inside. That's all the glimmer. This is like super concentrated glimmer, I guess. And then I just store my foam brush inside there, and that's what I use. And I paint it on, because if you paint it on, you get a much more even coat, and it doesn't look splotchy like if you sprayed it. But there are times when I want it to be splotchy, so I do put some in spray bottles. And these spray bottles I just get from like the dollar store or from Walmart or from the drugstore, whatever. Whenever I need them, I just go out and pick a couple of them up. And I also have in the past recycled, sorry, excuse my reach, have recycled bottles. Like this is a recycled bottle. This came from like some kind of body spray or something. You can see it's still got the sticky stuff on it, so it collects everything in the room. But this is the same stuff that's in this here. And it's just in a spray bottle, just for the times that I want to spray it. And like the other thing that I do, like if I'm using a distress ink and I want it to be splotchy, and like a lot of people will just flick water on it, I just spray my glimmer mist on it because it gets it a little sparkly, and I like sparkles. Okay, so two ways. You can either use it in a jar and paint it on, or you can put it in a spray bottle and spray it on. The things that you're going to need. And no matter if I'm using it in a spray bottle or if I'm using it in the jar, I always mix it in a jar first, so I can get it really mixed up, you know, before I pour it in a bottle, if that's how I'm going to use it. So today, I want to show you how to make it. The things that you're going to need is water, or you can use alcohol. If you use alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and you use it in a jar, just make sure that you close it up right away, because the alcohol evaporates very quickly. So you'll end up losing a lot of your liquid. Okay, so but for this instance, and for most instances, I have made it with the alcohol, but I like it with the water. It's the same thing, and it's free. You don't have to buy anything else. So excuse my sniffling too. I think I'm coming down with something. So I've got my jar with my little bit of water in it, and it's filled up about a quarter full. Okay, now you need something to make it shimmery. Okay, so I have used all of these. I've used Perfect Pearls. I'm sorry, Pearl-Ex. This is Pearl-Ex. And then I've used Perfect Pearls. Oops, there we go. And I've used, this is mica powder. I've used mica powder, and I've also used Pearl-Ex in the big jar. Now, today, what do I want to make? I think we'll just, no, we'll make some pink. Do I want to make pink? No, we'll make clear. I use a lot of clear, so at least I know that I'll get, and I have this color already. So this, see, I've melted it on accident. This used to look like this, but I melted it on accident. But everything on the inside's still good. I've used this for like the entire time, pretty much, that I've been making glimmer mist. It's just mica powder, and it's pretty much the same as what comes in these jars, but it's made out of mica. And I don't think this is made out of mica. So, but this is the macro pearl color, and it's a clear color, kind of looks maybe a little silverish, but once you get it in the water or the alcohol, whatever you're using, it turns and it looks like a pearly color. So, and they also sell micro pearl, which is pretty much the same, just a little bit lighter, I believe. So what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever element you're going to use, be it Pearl-Ex perfect pearls or mica powder. Okay, and you're going to take it and you're going to put some in your water. Okay, and I'm just going to scoop it out and put it in. And maybe I'll do one more scoop. Okay, you don't need too much, but this is your personal preference here. How much glimmer do you want? That's what this stuff is. So if you want a lot of glimmer, use more. If you don't think you want a lot of glimmer, use less. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to shake this up so that it gets mixed up. Okay, and you can see that it's all iridescent on the inside, and that's all the the mica getting all mixed up in there. Okay, and that's what you want it to look like. Now, you need a stabilizer or something to make it stick to the paper. Okay, now here, this is your personal preference again. You can use hairspray. It has to be like a the pump kind of hairspray. I guess it doesn't have to be, but I wouldn't want to stand here and kind of spray aerosol hairspray into it. That'd be silly. So if you have hairspray, non-aerosol hairspray, you can use that. And you just need maybe like, you pour it in and pull it out. That's how much you need. Just a little bit. Not too much. I'm going to use Glossy Accents, and all you need for this is just a little bit. Let's give it a drop, and then give it one more drop. And that's all you need. And then you just shake it up so that that is mixed up in there really good. Give it a good shake. And that's it. And it's ready to use. You can pour this in a spray bottle, and you can spray it on, or you can leave it in the jar and you can paint it on. So it's super easy. Now, if you wanted color, okay, and you're going to use a re-inker, or you're going to use alcohol inks, this is when you'd put it in. After you've already put the glue in, or your hairspray, and you've already mixed it up, this is when you'd start to color it. Depending on the depth of color you want, you might need to use a lot of ink, or alcohol ink, or re-inkers. And when I make mine and I want a dark color, I use an actual dye-based powdered ink that I used to use when I dyed yarn. And it turns out really nice, and I like it a lot. So, but most people have these on hand. Most people have alcohol inks or re-inkers. So use them up. That's it for today.